Sorry about that. This is davidb69, and welcome to MLB The Show, franchise mode. We're at the NLDS, and we're about to play Game 2. Right now, we're winning the series 1-0. Dodgers are up 1-0, and for some reason, Toronto and Houston and Yankees and Cleveland have not started yet, but they should be playing today. So let's start Game 2. Oh no, it looks like it's raining. I don't mind rain. Look at that, 405 average batting in that first game.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Philadelphia Phillies.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Aaron Nola will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Michael Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
Standing in, Tommy Pham. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Right fielder, Tommy Pham.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Behind 0-2 now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Tommy Pham goes down for the first out of the game. Here's Dexter Fowler now. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's a .375 hitter. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First offering on its way. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. Nola has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Dexter Fowler is the second out of the opening frame. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung, looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Richard sprinting after it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Michael Wacha is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Michael Wacha, if he brings the straight changeup, that's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the Kingery. And this is knocked down on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Batting third, first baseman.
Here's Justin Smoke now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Wacha's ready. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
into the corner and slicing foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs to count full now. Rhys Hoskins would be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Ball 4. That's disgusting.
3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in, Jed Jerko. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Jed Jerko.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike. Tough slider down low for a strike.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jed Jerko goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. Here's Matt Carpenter.
Guess he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second.
Kingery gonna have to hurry over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Now to the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
Left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Hard hit ball to second. Wong is there. And there's 1 away.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Manny Machado.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now the payoff pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off.
Yadier Molina.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a ground ball to third. Franco has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. His past line against Aaron Nola. 2 hits in 7 tries. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here's a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless. That it's a foul ball. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
I swore I was going to get that.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Standing in now, Michael Waka. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And it's quickly 0-2. Popped him up. Smoke moving to his left, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in now, Michael Franco. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two and 0 now.
Ball, no strike.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed. Strike 1. To 2-2 now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
To third. Jerko fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting 8th, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. Alfaro, a Colombian-born ball player. He's in his third season as a major league player. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in, Aaron Nola. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he is.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless.
I was really hoping to pop that over his head.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Digging in, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Called strike over the outside corner. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
This is skied into short left center. Coming in is Hoskins, 2 down. So digging in now, Paul DeYoung. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. On his finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Jerko right there, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
So striding forward now, Scott Kingery. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Behind 0-2 now. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Molina gathers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Smoke. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Can't start any better than this. He set down the first 12. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0.
Don't play too many like this.
Leading off for St. Louis. Third base.
Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Called strike 2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. The next 3-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Wow.
The 3-2 one more time. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 fouled balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Now batting.
At the plate, Matt Carpenter comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is low, ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds it 0-2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And they take the lead. It's gone.
Well, there goes the no.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the series as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there.
I thought he had him.
Definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Grounded to first. Smoke takes it in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batter.
Ready now, Michael Wacha, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Molina on third with 2 out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. Struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Middle of the night here in Pennsylvania. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one.
I got under that.
Carpenter has a play. He's got it one away. So striding in, Manny Machado looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Started that swing a bit too early.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, Dero, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
Here's Randall Grichuk. From the stretch. Breaking ball in for a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
A big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll take a look at ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
Waka comes set. Here's the 2-2.
Ah,
and
crap.
he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tommy Pham. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Hit down the third baseline. Oh, and this deflects right off him. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Pham stands at third with 1 gone in the inning.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2. Here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Kingery is there. 2 down. Ready once again, Jed Jerko, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1. They're up 2-0.
No, I'm not subbing out my pitcher.
Aaron Nola will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Behind 0-2 now. And that indeed is a pitcher up there as he's not even close at that one and becomes out number 1. Digging in, Kevin Pillar. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now at the plate, Scott Kingery. First offering on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken in by Wong. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 2-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Matt Carpenter. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Hoskins is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Marcell Ozuna will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Ozuna swings, and it's hit well to left. Hoskins looks up. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Yadier Molina. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseball. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Michael Wacha. He went down on strikes last time up. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Kingery's got it, and the side is retired. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Justin Smoke. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And a fastball just a bit up. Two balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home now to Smoke. Swings through it for strike number 2. Missed with a breaking ball. Rhys Hoskins will be next. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. The next 3-2. Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Ozuna. One down.
Now batting, left fielder, Rhys.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Waka delivering a 1-1. Way out in front.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Manny Machado, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
2-0 now. 2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
At the plate, Randall Grichuk. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but Anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. And he takes a cold strike one. Machado is off at first with 2 away. Lifted in the air to center. Fowler has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand one. Into the box now, Dexter Fowler. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Center fielder number 25, Dexter Fowler.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luis Garcia is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Odubel Herrera is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 37.
Garcia playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
First offering on its way. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
That's in there. Base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. There's grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up when you see a 3-run lead, and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that same situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Jerko leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna.
2-2.
And a fastball just a bit high.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Phillies nothing. Stepping up now, Maikel Franco. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes Waka on a 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. DeYoung's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Jorge Alfaro is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Cedric Mullins will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 71, Cedric Mullins.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
In now, Kevin Pillar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. The second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Cedric Mullins will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Austin Barnes is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. A 1 pitch on its way. Here's a ground ball heading for Smoke over at first base. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in to try it again, Colton Wong. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Aaron Luke enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. First offering on its way. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And that slider's almost in the dirt. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So coming to the plate, Michael Waka. He singled his last time up. Edwin Ramos takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. But they're in front 4-0. So next to the plate for the Phils, Scott Kingery. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty B. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point. And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Here's Justin Smoke now, and he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Curveball that time, not even close.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Lifted the other way to left center. Ozuna is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming on is Fowler. He makes the running play. 2 down. But we just witnessed a really nice running grab in the outfield, worthy of another look with Showtrack. Had to go a long way, 115 feet according to the data, and of course the route was top-notch as well. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Waka comes set. 0-1 on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now it's swinging a ground ball.
Well,
this should do it. Throw to first will be in time to record the final out. And
that's game 2. I thought I would be able to sweep St. Louis, but apparently not.
Home as this one is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
I'll be following up with another broadcast tomorrow night. Probably around 11 to 12 p.m. Well, 12 a.m. Tomorrow. Or today, depending on how you're taking it, Eastern time.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory.
Can't believe after game 1, after all the hits I got, I wasn't able to do anything today. So it's just the way baseball is sometimes. So.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
4-0 the score tonight. The Cards even up this division series at 1 game apiece. Michael Waka gets the W on the mound. Aaron Nola takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For Game 2 of the NLDS, the Cardinals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 4-0. They've now tied the series at 1 going into Game 3. In Game 2 of the NLDS, the Los Angeles Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-4. They now have a 2-0 series lead heading into Game 3. For Game 1 of the American League Division Series, the Indians combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 3-2. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. In Game 1 of the AL Division Series, the Toronto Blue Jays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-4. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. For Game 2 of the ALDS, the Yankees racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 8-6. They've now tied the series at 1 going into Game 3. In Game 2 of the ALDS, Yangervis Solarte had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, helping Toronto beat Houston 13-5. 2-0 series lead heading into Game 3. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
So, until tomorrow, this is davidb69. I'm out, and here you can see the where we're standing right now. I'm pretty much close to must-win situation. I don't know what Reyes' stats were. Can I look at his stats? I don't want to. It was okay. They're not showing. Stats. Okay, I'm only able to look at my own stats. I mean, that makes no sense. That's now, it's not. Okay, so again, it's showing postseason. Yeah. one of those frustrating things. It's hard to tell some things. I mean, like if I wanted to look at Hamels, I can look at the player card. I should be able to look at it. Yeah, it'll tell me he was 19-8 with a 3.05 ERA. But anyway, until next time, like I said, I'll be on tomorrow night to continue the series. This is davidb69, and I'm out.